United 787-9. Gemini. G2UAL 881. I sold my last one, and I've been looking for another one ever since. So, let's see how this one turns out. Seems to be nicely packed. As usual, not made anymore. This is not a current release, so I found this on eBay. As you can see, here's my display board sitting right over there as well. We're going to debut that in either this video or the next video. My China terminal arrived and I had to build it, put it together. So I'm working on setting up a display that works for it, and then I'm going to have Brad Myers custom design me some more boards for the terminal, and you'll see that eventually. But here we are. This one was a 2020 release. Clean box. Very clean box. That's good. I like clean boxes. Typical Gemini display stand. The wingtips look a little better than my last one, which is good. We'll have to take a look at the rest of the model. United flies the General Electric GENX engines, Gen X engines. You can pause and read that if you want. Yep, landing gear's in there. All right. Nice box. So far off to a good start, but unlike the other models I purchased, this one is off eBay, and I've actually made several online purchases recently, so I'm actually pretty nervous because I don't get to inspect them. I get to ask as many pictures as possible from the seller, and if they don't want to send them, I have to decide whether it's worth the risk or not. So this one I kind of got a few pictures and just had to call it because of the price. This one's kind of hard to find now too, especially with the market and things getting so expensive. Especially the Gemini jets and wide bodies, when they release, standard price is $156. So I think a lot of people are just selling or keeping or just not doing the hobby. So it's actually, models are coming more and more scarce on eBay, and even just to find like one of them posted, that's kind of a desirable model. So hopefully this one turns out good. I have to wipe down the box with alcohol, obviously, before I store it. Wingtip looks nice. That one looks nice as well. My last one of the wingtips was kind of snapped off at the very end. As long as the cockpit windows are good and stuff, we should be okay. So, let's do, I think like that. Without further ado, let's reveal. Oh, I'm nervous. She looks good for the most part so far. All antennas are there, glued in, pretty straight, which is good. Got the nose gear, looks good. The 2 bogies. And the gear up position. As always, the stand. Okay. Lift. Lift. And lift. Oh. Here, kind of got stuck there. All right. She looks good so far. Here's your Gen X engines. This is the older release, 2020. I really like the design of these engines. Cockpit windows look good. No scraping or scarring in there. The wingtips are much better than my old one. This side, I don't know if I can get it in focus, was broken off. And this one looks sharper. Now they're not perfect, but none of them are, so I'm not really worried about that. Wipe off the engines a little bit. A little bit of molding imperfection on that one, but not bad. Typical. Everything else looks good so far. And the bottom. Light present. Bottom antenna present. And the full reveal. She looks good. I like it. It's always a relief. Paid good money for this model. Yeah, other than that one engine, a little bit of off misalignment, it looks really good. Everything about it is good. I'm happy with this. This is good. It could be a lot worse. I've gotten a lot of bad models before. No, none of them are perfect, but yeah, look at that wingtip. Beautiful. All right, let's bring this down. I think we will set her down. put the gear on. Let's take a look at the gear. I'm not sure if this gear was ever opened, actually. I don't remember pictures on this listing with the gear on the model, so he may have never displayed it with gear. Ooh. Wheels are a bit crusty. Don't know what that's all about, but nothing a little isopropyl probably can't fix up, so not too worried about that. If that's the worst of our problems, the model is what matters. The gear comes second to the model. And the nose gear. Yeah, the nose gear looks good. I like it. Yeah, nothing a little isopropyl alcohol won't fix, so let's set these down. And putting the gear in the model always makes it come alive. Look at that. That's beautiful. I definitely have to wipe this one off. These gloves are not very good for sealing my fingerprints out, but very characteristic 787 stance. Beautiful. Let's take a look at it on the stand. I personally like the 787-9. I think it's what the 787 was born and designed to look correct in. The 8 looks a little short to me, and the 10 is just an extended variant. So the 9 is kind of that in-between one that I like. All right, let's put you down. All right, we'll take a far away look. Someday I'm going to get a rotating stand so I can just press a button and it can spin around. Good looking model. I'm happy. No major imperfections that I can really see on this one, which I'm more than enthused with since I bought it online. Just love that Dreamliner wing shape. It's beautiful. The 350 is my favorite, but this one has its own purpose and beauty. just want to show you that quick. That is going to be upcoming in a debut video. You can see the Gemini airport equipment. That jet bridge is where the terminal is going to end up. But for this one, I have another display board. Once again, Brad Myers. I can put the email in the description if you want to see where to get this. But let's take the model off the stand. Line it up. Yes, I know it says 7.2 and 7.3 on this board, but just for display purposes. Yeah, that nose does not look bad either. I like it. I know the Gemini one is a little off, but okay. So now I have my leftover GSC here. So I'll show you how to set this up. And I gotta buy a new one of these because this truck, like I said, this ground service equipment is 10 years old. I bought this 10 years ago. This truck hardly works anymore. And it doesn't, the pin broke off, the jack, so it doesn't really stay up anymore. That's like as high as it'll go. Sometimes I can get it, but it's not very good, so. All right, I'm gonna set a little display up and then we'll take a look. All right, so here we go. I'm not gonna set up a gate or anything for it. I have the JC Wings gates right over there, but it would be inaccurate because the gate has to come off this side, and that would block the view of the model. So I'd have to turn the board, and the airport would sit here, the gate would come up there, and yeah, it'd just be, you'll see it. So, let's just take a look around at this view. Well, I'm very thankful for this model. Just thought you would enjoy that. Thought it was appropriate to listen to the jet flying over as we do a Gemini Jets aircraft model review. Box is beautiful. The model turned out good. This model was kind of expensive because it's rare to find, but this one is by far better than the last one I had. So very grateful for it. Thanks for watching. And next video, well, I'll show you real quick. So here's my ground service equipment stuff. Here's the JC Wings jet bridge. I have one here. In the next video, you will see this debuting. Emirates 777-300ER. I already did a review on this model. You can check out the channel for it. The airport terminal is currently under construction. That's why the gate is positioned there. But this is an actual model view of an airport setup that I got. So, Brad Myers, I forget his email, but that's where you can get these display boards. Like I said, I'm making a custom one. I'm putting together a custom one with the airport terminal right now because none of them work like really well. But for the most part, I got something put together at least so I can display this beautiful model here. I was really glad to get my Emirates 777-300ER back out. It's beautiful, just as beautiful as I remember it. I love 777-300s, just how massive they are. And that beautiful GE 90-115B engine to go with the Gen X engines on the United. There's my JC Wings jet bridge. So yeah, I'll put that together and I'll have the terminal set up. I'll either do a separate video on the airport setup or I'll do the airport setup because I have some real special models coming. If you think this one is hard to find and kind of rare, buckle up because I got some other real desirable ones coming. Hint, the coveted Boeing 767 Evolution from United. I found one and I bought it for an extravagant amount of money, but again, they don't come available that often, and it was either buy it now or forever hold your peace. And I got the British Airways A350-1000 G2 BAW 1124. That's the newer release. And I specifically wanted the newer release because I think the older release engines on that model are better, but the new release has the correct wingtips. The old release, the wingtips on the British Airways A350 are not painted with the Union Jack on the wingtip. That's wrong. The one in real life has the Union Jack. So the 1124 I think is a more desirable model than the old release. So I'm excited to see both of those. Again, I only got pictures. I wasn't able to fully inspect them, so I'm really hoping they turn out because I paid way too much money for both of those. And there may be more rare models on the way soon, but those are the next two upcoming. Just a real quick show again. Delta 777-200ER display. That is the Rolls-Royce engines right there. Love this model. Love this one too. This is the newest release A350, highly recommend. A321neo, highly recommend. 100 Years just did a re-release, a continued model. This is the first batch. The second batch they just released of this model and this model. And they improved the quality issues I had with this one. The engines are now have the correct black spinner spiral, and the nose shape I noticed on the second release is actually a little different. They did a little bit of a redesign to it. So I got a chance to look at 6 of them in the store, but none of them really were up to my quality standards. A lot of the new ones have scrape out of the top right there. They have issues with the windows. And the wingtips are really, really all over the place on the new release. So I'm going to have to wait that one. The re-release, I will buy one. It's just going to be a while. So, but I did get the opportunity to buy the re-release of this one. They actually redid the nose shape a little bit on the new one, not this one, but on the re-release. The engines are a new fan design, and they have some different paint quality on them. And the colors, they're a little bit darker on the new one. So I really like the direction they're going with the re-releases. So there's the display once again. And we have Gemini Jet Heaven all over. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for those next rare unboxings, and we'll see you in the next one. Love this model. Really happy I got it. I finally have it back in the collection, and she will have a nice, beautiful home upstairs. The box is beautiful. Hardly any scrapes on it. Shiny. I got to do also isopropyl alcohol wipe on the box. I'll wipe off the model, put it back in the box, get the display set up, and that'll be that. See you in the next one. Peace.